Hey, beautiful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're watching from in the world. You're welcome back to my channel. If you're new on this channel, you're welcome. If you're just seeing this face for the very first time, my name is Miss Lamani, and I make videos on entrepreneurship, beauty, and general lifestyle. And if you're a returning subscriber, God bless you, and I love you so much. I love you so much. So yeah, you're welcome back to my channel, and on today's video I'll be talking about personal hygiene. Yes, this is an important topic and I felt we needed to talk about it, so I decided to make a video on personal hygiene. Now if this is a video you like, come closer. So for the records, personal hygiene is wrapped around life, so this is an important topic. We are humans and we ought to take care of ourselves. So yeah, it won't always be just about business and all of those entrepreneurship gists. So today we're going to talk about how to take care of ourselves, how to care for our body, and all of those fun stuff. So now, if you have a poor personal hygiene, this can impact on your physical, mental, and emotional health, and we don't want that for ourselves. So on today's video, I'll be giving you a few tips and tricks that can help you build a healthy personal hygiene routine. Now, personal hygiene is not something that should be so difficult. Now, what is personal hygiene? Personal hygiene is the process of promoting your health by washing and caring for your body. Now, maintaining a strong personal hygiene can prevent you from getting viral infections or bacterial infections, because when you wash your hands regularly, you prevent yourself from bacterial infections. So if you maintain a strong personal hygiene, it reduces the chances of you falling sick from viral and bacterial infections. Now, there are different types of personal hygiene and I'll be highlighting a few, and I think the most important ones. But if you feel there are some I didn't talk about and you feel it is a necessity that we know, like I don't know it all, so I'm just here to share a few things that's been working for me, and let's just talk. You can put in the comment section important hygiene tips and tricks that has helped you and you feel one or two persons might learn from the comment section. So please drop a comment if you feel that there are some parts I didn't highlight, some important hygiene tips and all of that. You can drop it in the comment section. Thank you. So yeah, like I said, I'll be highlighting a very few of them. So there are different types of personal hygiene. You have nail and hand hygiene, you have body hygiene, we have hair hygiene, we have dental or oral hygiene. There is, I added this one, ear hygiene. I know it's part of the body and you wash yourself, you wash your ears and all of that, but I feel people have to just learn to go the extra mile by getting earbuds and properly, because it's inside. So most of the times I don't categorize it under body hygiene because you have to, it is inside. So yeah, that's one of them. Then sexual hygiene. This is a part that a lot of persons don't talk about, and it is extremely important. Sexual hygiene is extremely important, so that's part of what I'll be highlighting. So yeah, so let's dive right into the details of this video, guys. So I'll be starting off with hand and nail hygiene. This is just the proper cleaning and trimming of your nails, okay, which can harbor dirt. If you don't trim and clean, that's wash your hands as often, it can harbor dirt and that will cause you one ailment. Amazingly, these are things that we know, but this video is just about a little orientation for us to take it more seriously. We know these things, but we just have to. I'm also talking to myself to be more committed and put in more efforts to ensure that I take personal hygiene more seriously. We know these things, but we just tend to forget. Say we spend 6 to 8 hours all day working and all that. We get home. Sometimes the first thing I do once I get to the house, I just wash my hands, because I cannot say immediately I get home I just rush off to shower. A lot of times I'm too tired after work. I get home and I sit down, maybe press my phone, and before you know, I'm itching my face. And someone like me, that my hand is always on my face. So these are factors. Sometimes we just find out that we just start seeing certain changes on our skin, especially our face, because someone like me, I'm not so disciplined. I have a really sensitive nose and eyes, so my hand is 80% on my face. So I tend to always wash my hands. I even have baby wipes in my bag. So from time to time, because you all know I'm a fashion entrepreneur, I'm a tailor, I sew, and I'm always hands on something. I do interiors, so my hands are always busy. So I tend to always use my hands. So I always have baby wipes and hand sanitizers to always sanitize my hands even when I'm done. Because before you know, I'm like this. Before you know, I'm poking my nose. Before you know, I'm scratching my eyes, or I'm just allergic to a lot of things, so my hands are always clean. And so it's just a wake-up call. We know these things, but let's just put in more effort to ensure to always wash our hands. Now, the tiniest details matters a lot. From door handles, let's say you go to a public space where you always have to open the door. Let's say you work in a space where admin office, where their offices are always locked, like not locked with the key, sort of, but you have to knock and open the door. And that's a handle a lot of persons has used, a lot of persons has touched. You don't know what their hand has passed through, and you're also knocking and you're using that handle. So like, let's just renew our minds, because I had to also like tell myself certain things. God is just wonderful, because if we get to see the amount of germs on the surfaces of certain things, we would take hand hygiene more seriously. I swear to God. Things our hands touch, from even in the market, maybe we go and we want to get carrots and all of that, and you're touching, this one is better, this size is better, this one is this one. These things has germs on them, and we tend to touch things a lot. Some days I've not even worked on clothes or gone for any inspection on interiors, mere outdoor meetings. And when I want to, let's say, because I usually have oils in my bag, and let's say my hand feels dry and I want to moisturize, so I would usually go in with my baby wipes first before I use my oil too. And when I clean my hands with my baby wipes, you'll be shocked at the dirt that will just be transferred to the baby wipes. So this is just very important. Let's just take washing our hands and trimming our nails more effectively. So this video will not be too long. Imagine how long I have taken just to hit on hand and nail hygiene. Like, it's just very important. God is wonderful, because if we see the amount of dirt our hand come across each day, like, it's God is just wonderful again. So I'm moving on to the next, which is ear hygiene. No biggie. Like I said, we all know these things, but let's just put in more effort to always clean our ears at least 3 times in a week. It's okay to just clean our ears. We tend to just concentrate here inside. Like, the way I clean my ears, I tend to still use the earbuds and go around this part of the ear, the surface of my ears. So ear hygiene is just very important. Many a times you sit next to someone, and what you see, I'm someone that unconsciously I just overlook, like, maybe because of the amount of dirt in the person's ear, I tend to notice, so all of those stuff. So ear hygiene is very important. Get an ear drop. It aids the proper cleaning of your ear. Now, ear drops are not just for ear conditions. They are ear drops you can use to help aid the cleaning of your ear. You use it to moisturize your earbuds, because usually you don't use a dry earbud to clean your ear. It doesn't properly clean the ears, so you have to wet it a bit before cleaning your ears. I would highly recommend an ear drop in place of water. So use an ear drop to properly clean the ears. So that's just it for that. Okay, so thirdly, I'll be talking about oral and dental hygiene. Guys, this is very important. Nobody wants to deal with bad breath. No one wants to deal with bad breath. I've gotten my share of dealing with bad breath from people, and trust me, it wasn't funny at all. The worst of them gave me serious attack. Like I couldn't breathe. I had to take pills. That was so bad that it was a little. I had a tutorial with someone who was teaching me on something, and I ended the class halfway. I gave an excuse, so because I don't have a relationship with the person, I tend to be too rational about things, and I want to process it, know how I would properly approach the person, so I don't get misinterpreted. Again, the breath was so bad that I was literally losing breath. So investing in oral hygiene is becomes highly recommended. Get yourself a good toothpaste, get yourself a good toothbrush, get yourself dental floss. You should always have dental floss around. Mouthwashes are also very important. These cannot be overemphasized. And also tongue scraper. Now the tongue scraper is something that we should invest in. Get yourself a tongue scraper, because what your toothbrush cannot take out of your tongue, that is why it's called a tongue scraper. Because bad breath comes from within, and it's also a health condition. I've forgotten what it's called. I would put it up here. The condition, like bad breath, it's a health condition. It's terrible. Get yourself a good toothbrush. Not all toothbrushes are recommended. Not all toothbrushes are good. Don't get yourself a hard toothbrush. I've gotten mouth injuries from strong toothbrushes. Initially, while growing up, I thought it's about the thickness and how strong the brush is, but it's not about that. You need a good toothpaste, and your toothbrush does not have to be strong, please, so you don't injure yourself. I've had injuries, and when you get those injuries, you won't be able to brush very well. I've injured my tongue, I've injured my gum, and I've injured my tongue, I've injured my gum because my toothbrush was too strong. And it is not about how strong your toothbrush is. Trust me. Get yourself a light fluffy toothbrush, and that does it. Concentrate on your tongue. Don't over brush your teeth. Your dental floss would go in between those places. That's why you need a dental floss. When you at least floss, you can floss daily. Yeah, I believe so. You don't only floss when you brush, you also floss maybe after a meal, because most of the times the meals just go in between teeth and they just stick there. So maybe after you've had a meal where that there are things in between your teeth, even when you don't have that, maybe there are no, maybe you had meat and you can't really feel a meat in between, just go in with your dental floss and just floss your teeth. Okay, this is very important. Get yourself a good toothbrush, get yourself a very good toothpaste. I use Sensodyne. I cannot recommend. I love Close Up and Sensodyne. Close Up gives me that strong mint that I love, so I tend to use them interchangeably. But Sensodyne is what I use because I tend to have ache and all of that. I've booked an appointment to see a dentist because I also have a hole in my teeth. Now that was as a result of poor oral hygiene. I'm already working on a video for that. I promise to take you guys along when I'm going to see my dentist. I'll take you guys along. I'm going to fill the hole. I think I have one hole here in my teeth, and that was as a result of bad dental hygiene. So yeah, get yourself a good toothpaste, get yourself a good toothbrush, then floss your teeth in between your teeth. Always do that. After that, you go in with your mouthwash. Mouthwashes are very important. I heard from a particular YouTuber I always follow. She said that after rinsing your mouth with the the mouthwash, you drink. But I did my research, and there's a particular product I read, and one of the instructions was do not drink. Because these are different. They have different products. It's not everything that is you have to take into your system because of the chemicals and whatever they use in making them, and they are not good for our systems inside. So ensure to, I think there are some you can take in and there are some you can't take in, so ensure to read the directions. Don't just go and drink anyone, but I heard there are some you have to drink in to help from inside out, to help your breath from inside out. But if it has gotten to a situation where you actually need that kind of fresh breath, there are mouth sprays, there are gums that would help, help your mouth smelling fresh all day. You can just, like, I almost always have gums in my bag, minted gums. I always have gums with mint in my bag, so that when I feel like I've been out all day and my mouth, I always have water and gum. If my water is finished, I just buy. But you see, gum, 80%, 90% of the time I have gum in my bag, because your mouth, I have to smell fresh. I can be called anytime for a meeting and I don't want to overthink, and I've been working in the store all day and I want to go out now and I'm uncomfortable with, because maybe I've not been talking, because most of the times if your mouth is closed for a long period of time, it would not smell very well. So have water around, so you just gargle, spit out, then you use your gum. So yeah, so that's just it about oral hygiene. So I hope this helps. And about the tongue scraper, please get you a tongue scraper. At least you scrape your tongue once every week. I'll link what it looks like on here. You get your tongue scraper, you scrape your tongue. It's very important, and don't be hard. Just slowly, take out all those slimy stuffs, and that's it. On to body hygiene, guys. See, I don't want to forget some things because I wrote them down here. Body hygiene, like, it's a lot. Why do I feel I should take that last? Let me take that last because there are just a lot of our body parts that need a lot of concentration, so that will be the last thing I'll talk about. So let me go to hair hygiene now. There are a lot of factors, like, we tend to, like I would always say, we know these things, because even me here, I don't know it all, but there are things that I've just gotten to understand and I felt I should share with you. So I feel every woman, and this video is not just about women, it's about guys also, everyone needs a shampoo, a conditioner, and a hair cream. Because outside we've got salons, but from time to time, maybe as guys, you wash your hair with a conditioner like at least twice or once every week for guys who bathe with their hair. But it is super important, because I've been wearing wigs for years now. I don't make my hair, though I made my hair Christmas. I think I talked about it after how many years I made my hair. I braided my hair. But hair needs to smell well, especially for some women who wears wigs like I do. After I get home, I take off my wig and my hair shouldn't be smelling bad. Why? If my hair smells bad, that's number one. And when your hair smells bad, it's because of the heat produced from wearing constant wigs, maybe sun. If you braid your hair, maybe from the sun, you have dandruff and all of that, and you lay on your pillow, so you have a lot of fallout. Like someone like me, that I'm dealing with serious dandruff now, and I'm laying, even though I wear wig caps on my natural hair, but these are dirt, these are bacterias, and you transfer most of those things on your pillow, and now you will now be wondering why you're having acne. You will now be wondering why all of a sudden your skin, your face is changing or something. It's terrible. We should do more as humans to take care of our hair. Ensure to wash your hair with conditioners. They are really affordable hair conditioners, hair shampoos, and hair creams. Leave your hair smelling very well, smelling clean, and so for the hair care, hair hygiene, no much biggie. Like I would say, let's just be more aware and put in more effort to ensuring that our hair is clean. Okay, so that's that for hair. Ensure to have a conditioner, ensure to have a shampoo and a hair cream. Keep your hair smelling nice. Okay, so going into body hygiene, guys, there's a lot I highlighted here. I'm starting off with washing your body. For body hygiene, bathe at least twice a day. That is the least one should have their bath, meaning you can bathe more than that. Now, I if you're someone who lives in this part of the world where it's very hot, you might tend to even bathe 3 times every day. I know there are countries very cold, and I heard they don't even bathe the whole day. Sometimes in even a week they've not had their bath, which is crazy. It is super crazy hearing it. But if you stay in a country like this, at least you should bathe in the morning and the night. Before you go to bed, you shower, you wash off all of those dirts from your body. While bathing, there are areas like our underarm, that's your armpits, back of the ear is somewhere a lot of persons neglect. You wash the back of your ear like your life depends on it. In between your ears, back of your neck, especially for we women that always have our hair there, and that we always wear accessories and all of that. So washing the back of our neck and the back of our ear is something that cannot be emphasized. Our thighs, inner thighs, I see shower time as something that is so sweet for me. It just invest in a really good soap that smells really nice and that is super effective. It does not have to be expensive, you know. When you think of they are really nice soaps. Like, I remember when I was using Fair and White, the pink one, I think of when next am I having my shower, because that soap smells super nice. It smells so nice. So while I'm having my bath, and I love to sing in the bathroom, so while I'm having my shower time, it is a session for me. It's a session because I can just spend 30 minutes in the bathroom just bathing. I can bathe 3 times because I just want to keep, having that time. So yeah, invest in a really good, nice smelling soap. A soap that smells really nice, and trust me, it will also encourage you to bathe at least twice a day. And don't forget to concentrate on those areas. Those areas. So still on the body hygiene, I'll be talking about deodorants, perfumes, and our clothes. Sometimes you invest in perfumes and deodorants and you still don't smell very well. Why? Maybe because of the dress you're wearing is not clean. Let's say you wear your clothes twice before you wash them. Though not all clothes. There are some clothes you just wear once and you wash, and there's some person that even wear their clothes like 3 times before they wash. How do you do it? Well, like I said, a country like this where it is very hot, like if I wear this dress now and of course it's not dirty, if I want to wear it twice, there are some of my clothes I wear twice before I wash. After this, when I get to the house, I would have to sun it out there because I'm human. I tend to produce sweat. Ensure to sun your dress before you wear it the second time. Okay, even if you're in a country that is very cold, take it out for natural air to touch it, so that those sweats produced on your clothes, it will just dry it up and keeps the dress smelling well. So sometimes you've used your deodorant, you've worn perfumes, and there's still this crusty smell. Maybe it's from the dress. It is dirty. Wash it. It is dirty. Wash your dress. Ensure to always wash your clothes, let them smell nice, so that when you apply your perfumes, it is fresh and smelling good. Again, invest in deodorants and perfumes. I highly recommend deodorants like this and some really good roll-ons. I think some roll-ons are not as effective as this kind of deodorant, so I would highly recommend products like this. If you sweat a lot, use this. And another thing, ensure to always take out your underarm hairs. I just want to talk about those tiny details we tend to ignore, which are very important to our health and to our personal hygiene, which is here I wrote clean clothes. I've highlighted on that. Your bed sheets, guys. I have not started sleeping on white sheets, but I will soon. I love color. I just love colors, and I might not even have much of white sheets. I love neutral colors. But even at that, even my red and flowery sheets, I tend to clean them at least twice 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is realistic. Some persons, they change and wash their sheets every week, which is like that's a thumbs up. I do that sometimes, but not all the time. I cannot come here and lie. But you see, 2 weeks, your sheets shouldn't exceed 2 weeks. Dirty sheets has negative impact on our skin, and it can even cause something else, because these are germs, these are dirt. So let's learn to wash our bed sheets regularly. Okay, so you have a better sleep. You cannot be sleeping on a dirty sheet. So I think 2 weeks is a more realistic um time frame for you to change your bed sheets. So yeah. So another little tiny detail that I think we should concentrate on is our fans. Like, clean our fans more regularly. This is something that I don't get to hear all the time, but clean that fan, clean that fan, clean that fan, clean that fan regularly, because they gather dust, and they still spread dust, and those dusts get to our skin. And that's why I said at least bathe twice in a day. So, but all of those things are not healthy for our skin and our health, because we inhale this air. So yeah, let's learn to do well with cleaning our fans at least once a month. I want to be realistic as possible. Why? Because I'm a very busy person. I might procrastinate, even though I don't. With when it comes to personal hygiene, I don't. But I think cleaning your fan once a month is very realistic. But if you can clean your fan every 2 weeks, please do it. But people are busy, and I'm trying to fit myself into that position. If I had a help, I know I would draft down a timetable for cleaning certain things, and I think it could be 2 weeks, or even every Saturday. That is achievable. If I had the help, I was paying, but I don't. So once every month is the most realistic I can give for now. If you have a help, please schedule their timetable for every 2 weeks. So yeah. So another tiny details, I highlighted it earlier, that's door handles. Guys, you have a house and people are coming to your house, you're in the office, and different persons, they keep using the door handles, and you too, you go and touch that door handle and you use it. Do you get? So if you're in your home, ensure to always clean. You can just use a baby wipe, or Saturdays where you do normal home cleaning, take a soap with your towel and just clean all your door handles and areas where you always have your hands. Okay, if you have a hand sanitizer, I can just spray it, then you clean. But just use a soap and water and just clean everywhere. Then just add Dettol. Can just use water and Dettol and just disinfect those areas where you know that your hands are always touching. So these are the tiniest details, but guys, they are very important. You don't know who's touching where, and areas where you know that your hands are always on them, be it in your office place, be it at home. You've got guests and your door handles, and one day you'll be wondering where this particular thing came from. Pay attention to these tiny details. So ensure to always disinfect areas where you know that a lot of persons are always touching, in your home or in your office place. Another tiny detail, again, be careful with using public washrooms, public toilets. Be extremely careful. Me, I don't even use, except I've gotten to a point where I am super pressed, and even before I'll get to that point where I'm super pressed, I've left where I am. So grateful to God that I don't know how my system is built. If I'm in a space where I know that it's a public toilet that is not clean, I won't even feel pressed. So before I would feel pressed, I must have been done with what I am doing, and I will just leave. Before I get to that point where I can't take it anymore, I have left. So I'm grateful to God because I have a system where if I'm in a strange place where the restroom is bad, I won't use my system. I won't even feel pressed to want to use somewhere. But for people who your system is not like my system, you're not blessed with this kind of system, please be careful with using public washrooms. Don't just go and put your butt anywhere. You don't know who has sat there, and you might just get contaminated, and we don't need that. So be very careful with using public spaces. So talking about our body hygiene, aside that we have menstrual hygiene. When you're on your menstruation, there are certain things you need to do. I think I will make a video on that. When you're in that period, you have to be super careful. You have to be as neat and as possible, because it's bloody. So you have to change at least 3 times a day. Your hygiene during your menstruation should be, um, you know, you should pay more attention to it if you haven't. But for me, when it's that time of the month, I'm in my A game. Like for years now, I cannot say I've ever, had unnecessary stains. Say I'm out and I'm asking someone, please help me check. Is there? No, I think we should go past a certain level and know certain things to do. That's why I said I would make a video on that especially. But just ensure that when it's that time of the month, ensure you've got all your kits around. The video on hygiene, so I have to highlight that. So next on is washing down the hair, feminine wash and all of those things. Guys, when having your bath and when it's time to wash down there, I highly recommend just water. Unless there's a challenge down there and your doctor recommends a product, that is the only reason why I would say, okay, I'm not a doctor, but you can. Water is the only thing I would recommend. God has so created our system that is self-cleansing. That part of our body is self-cleansing, so let's just be super careful what we use down there. I would greatly advise you washing with just water. Yeah, all right, so it's time for sexual hygiene. Let's dip into it. Like I said, I'm only highlighting a few tips and tricks. As business owners, we have to smell well, we have to look clean, we have to take care of our health and our body. A lot of things contribute to my productivity level, and proper hygiene, personal hygiene, is one of those. Now this is super extremely important. This is the most important, because just one mistake you'll be regretting for the rest of your life. So this is something that cannot be overemphasized. So yeah, firstly, I'll be going back to washing your hands. Yes, you have to ensure that your hands are always clean. Why? That's what you use in washing down there. Be it a man, be it a woman, that is what you use in washing that place. That's what you use in washing there. So your hands has to be clean at all times, because that is what you use in washing your private parts. So yeah, it is very important. Ensure you always wash your hands. So you don't take dirt there and you get an infection and voila. So ensure that your hands are always clean at all times. So secondly, I'll be talking about emptying your bladder. Guys, this is very important. Thank God, like I said, I have a system that just adjusts when I'm in a certain kind of environment. So in a situation where you're super pressed, please do not, don't endure it. Always empty your bladder. It causes another situation.
Okay guys, so a call came in while I was filming, which interrupted the video. This client needed to travel with the dress, and we have a stipulated time for production, and she begged if it could be ready that day because she urgently needed to leave town, and I am big on customer service and I needed to deliver urgently, which made me rush to the store to finish that dress. This made me end the video when I ended it because I needed to rush back. So here is a continuation of the video.
This is like past 7 p.m. thereabout, and I have to finish this video because I don't know when next I'll be able to pick up my phone and make a video. I've not been able to deliver promptly with my uploads because of work, and I have so many engagements, I have so many activities, and this is a topic I have longed to shoot, and here I am, and I had the biggest distraction. It's not a distraction because my attention was urgently needed, so I won't call it a distraction, but it's obviously, pulled me out from completing the video, and I have to complete it because I have just two highlights to make. I have just two here. And I think I ended with emptying your bladder, which is very important because it might cause an ailment and all of that. It's very important not to, hold yourself when you want to, pee. Ensure to always ease yourself. When you restrain yourself from peeing when you're pressed, it damages the bladder. Okay, so sure to always empty your bladder and wash properly. Then another highlight is wearing loose underwears. Preferably, I'll highly recommend cotton underwears because they are breathable and they are very friendly to the skin. If you want to do satin or lace, it should be occasionally, but ensure to have more of cotton undergarment. Okay, so the last highlight would be going to the hospital for regular checkups. Now, this is important for your general well-being. You can't put in so much effort on your body and all of that, and the inside is not doing very well. In as much as we take supplements to help aid the wellness of ourselves, it's sure to go for regular checkups. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it came in at the right time. Ensure to add personal hygiene to your daily routine. I would highly recommend daily routines, not weekly, daily. Ensure to apply all of this to your daily routines and see how your wellness, your general wellness would just upgrade. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. That is how you support my channel. Give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. So again, I said I was going to finish this video. I said I was going to wrap up with this video. I'm not going to have a part 2. It's going to be today. So immediately I finished what I was doing. It was already late outside, so I'm home and I have to finish this video so that I'm having a new video. My next video would be a vlog. Follow me on my social media handles: Instagram at Miss Lamani, Twitter at Miss Lamani, TikTok at Miss Lamani. Let's catch up on there, and yeah, I'm going to be seeing you on my next video. Much love. Thanks for your love, and bye for now. Bye.